Coach, real quickly before you get into what you wanted to talk about, how is this coronavirus affecting the draft, the eligibility of players? How are you going to recruit when you can't get on planes? How is this affecting you guys?
Well, the draft was tough, and I was on a lot of consultation calls because normally they go to the pro days, and that's where they get so much, the NFL draft is about gathering information on people, the talent acquisition piece. And if you can't do that, you're risking, you're talking about $1 million athletes that you need to go get to learn about. And a lot of that was by, they did the best they can by Zoom or by phone, but in person, that's always the best.
Coach, I asked you about politics, and you wanted to talk about that, so.
Yeah, I just, I think this is really important. God's greatest gift to all of us is the gift to choose. And so I believe as educators, and you were part of this, and so was people on the Democrat side. And so we took, in 2016, we called it Patriot Week, and we took Monday, and we had someone from political science at Ohio State come in and talk about what it means to be a Democrat and a liberal, the foundation and fundamentals of that political base. And then on Tuesday, we did what it meant to be conservative and Republican. On Wednesday, what it means for the office of the president, from executive orders to what's your responsibility. Our players loved it and ate it up. On Thursday, what your value of a vote, what your vote means, how to vote, you should vote, and the Electoral College, how the system works. And then on Friday, because it was right around Memorial Day, we had all the players write Ohio families that lost a loved one. So the reason I bring that up, I just think, our job, your job, everybody's job is, in your position of leadership, to educate people to make the right decision. So once again, this is not about being a liberal or a Republican or conservative. This is about educating so people can make their own choice. And I appreciated when you came and spoke to our team, and that wasn't easy, and then, you were there. But I just, as an educator, I thought that was really cool to see people really learn. I've had more players come back to me and thank me for that.
Well, Coach, I really enjoyed the fact that you invited me. I had a good time, and I've stayed in touch with at least one or two of your players ever since then. One of them follows me on Twitter, Nick Bosa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's having a heck of a career.
He's having an amazing career. What's it, his second year? And already he's one of the best players in the league.
But how about this, Larry, that we've met I've met all 5 presidents, and so have many of our players, because when you win a championship, you get to meet them. And it was one of the coolest experiences to go meet George Bush, to meet Obama twice, President Obama twice. President Clinton kind of spoke to our team one time, and then obviously I've met President Trump, but the other players haven't. But I just think the respect of the office and really understanding what's going on is so important for people to make the right decisions.
Coach, we only have a minute left. What is it like to go undefeated against the University of Michigan? What did you play them 8 times, and you were 8-0?
7-0, but that's your team, and I know you would send me messages now and then. And I grew up in that rivalry. Bo Schembechler is so good to me. When I was hired as a coach, and I was on Earl Bruce's staff in, 86, 87. So I love that rivalry. I respect it. That's one of the greatest things I'll know the rest of my life, is that we went 7-0 in that rivalry, because that's how much I respect that rivalry. Well,
I'm born and raised in L.A., Coach, and I thought that the UCLA Bruins and USC Trojans had a rivalry until I went to school in Michigan. That's a rivalry. That's a rivalry.
That's intense.
Yeah. Real intense. Coach, thank you so much for taking the
365, 7 days a week.
Absolutely. Coach, thank you so much for taking the time. God bless.
Take care, Larry.
Wow. 7-0. So painful.